No doubt most of you loyal Dirt Trax viewers will remember the last time I tested an alternatively branded ATV. Needless to say, I didn't have many good things to say about that bike, and, truth be told, I never seem to have a shortage of those off-brand ATVs lying around our compound. ATVs from these smaller manufacturers show up at our test facility and are unloaded off the back of trucks without us even asking for them, or, many times, knowing where the heck they came from. So, you'll have to forgive me for seeming a little jaded when it comes to these types of ATVs in general, and please accept this reasoning as explanation for why I'm so surprised to be saying what I'm about to say. Today's test is on KYMCO's MXU 500 IRS, and before I go any further, I'm going to just come right out and say it. This is an excellent ATV. It's not just good, it's actually better than a bunch of ATVs currently offered by mainstream manufacturers. I know, what the heck, right? We rag on these alternative brands all the time for shoddy quality, poor fit and finish, and overall lack of performance and quality calibration. But KYMCO has proven they are a force to be reckoned with. And they've proven their point by delivering to us an ATV that is not only built tough and finished well, but one we actually want to ride. To explain my point, let's take a look at what makes this ATV so good. For starters, let's break down how it rides and handles. On rough trails, the MXU's fully independent suspension is calibrated near perfectly to absorb small stutters and general rough terrain without chattering your teeth out. But it isn't set so soft that it bottoms on bigger, sharper hits. This is a difficult line to walk, and many more popular, larger branded ATVs have not succeeded the way KYMCO has here. So, one big gold star for them. Handling also rates on the excellent end of the scale. While not as on-center and precise as, say, a Polaris Sportsman, it's still worlds above many other choices you have in this class. If I had to pick one ATV its handling is most similar to, I'd go with the Suzuki King Quad. So that's gold star number 2. Next on the list is ergonomics. And before we go any further, let's all agree that we're just going to choose to ignore the wonky mirrors and turn signals. They are included, but we don't know why. But you can take them off, so don't let that hinder your overall opinion of this bike. The seating position on the MXU is very comfortable, and the ergos are definitely good. Controls are all high quality and work flawlessly during our entire testing process. Of special note is the shifter. We hate crappy shifting ATVs, and this one is really good, almost automotive in its operation. So, ergos get a gold star as well. That's 3 in a row. Of course, the next thing any self-respecting ATVer is going to wonder about is the motor. Can this thing stand up to other 500 class bikes like the King Quad 500 and the Sportsman 550? And this is one area we can nitpick the MXU just a bit. Its 500 class mill is carbureted but has an automatic choke, which is better than a manual choke, but definitely not as good as EFI. Power is just a bit soft on initial squeeze but builds quickly, and thanks to excellent clutch calibration, the bike shifts out to a healthy 60 miles an hour at top end. The final concern for any alternatively branded ATV is quality, and we've seen some quality issues on these types of ATVs, some that are just embarrassing, and others that are alarming. But the overall quality of this KYMCO 500 is top-notch. Because we received this ATV late in the season, we haven't had a chance to give it a season-long torture test to determine its long-term durability. But we've tried to make up for this by being extra hard on it for the month or so it's been here. And even after all the abuse it's suffered, we haven't had so much as a hiccup with anything. Even the turn signals still work. And as long as nothing goes downhill all of a sudden, we feel confident in saying this thing will provide its owner with years of worry-free use. So our tally says that a gold star for durability and a silver star for performance give this thing 4.5 out of 5 stars, worth a serious look by any 500 class consumer.